Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 111 of the Two Twos podcast. I am Nana.
And I am Rose.
And together we are Two Twos. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes.
Well, you've been on before. And you're back.
Part two.
Yes. If you don't, for those who don't remember, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I am Mary. That's me, Mary and Friends on the socials. That's me. That's it, really. Oh man, that's it.
So, say a bit more about yourself. What do you do?
I'm just overall a bad bee. You might catch me shaking cheeks.
Yeah.
Might catch me selling candles. You might catch me hosting a couple 1-2 events. Yeah, you might catch me talking on some podcasts as well, to be honest. That's what I be doing.
Oh yeah, I saw you was in Laid Bear.
Yeah, I was in Laid Bear for a little bit.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it was good, you know. Like, yeah, it was a fun experience. I'm very like liberal, like sexual. I just love talking sex in general, just because I just feel like there's so many conversations that people aren't trying to have. So yeah, so it was really nice, like being invited on and stuff. I was on there for a couple episodes. It was really interesting because we had a few guests, and like the guests were like straight cis men.
Yeah.
And it's like their like the way they respond to questions in regarding sex, like straight women are never getting out of the hood.
Yeah.
Like that was the conclusion of what I deeped. Like
it wasn't the same episode as that guy, what's his name?
Big Tobes.
Big
Yeah,
Tobes,
so I was on Big
Was that
Tobes'
the same
episode,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, because
So
I saw a clip and I was just
He was
like,
kind of starting to answer.
fam. Like, and you know what's funny is like, obviously we said before, like we recorded, oh, you know what, like we're gonna need you to let it all out, you know.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start asking the questions, it's like saving it for my missus, innit?
Saving what for the missus? Saving like the actual sexual act you were talking about for the missus, or saving the conversation?
No, saving the act. So like I think we were talking about giving head, and he was basically like, yeah, it's like a girlfriend kind of thing.
oh,
These niggas is lying.
saving it for. I don't. Well,
done.
actually, some of them don't be giving head.
No, would you say you're saving it head for relationships?
No.
You saving head for relationships?
There's no chance.
No,
Everyone
that's the main event. What are we saving
get what
it
I mean,
for?
bro?
Like, what would I be saving it for? I don't understand.
And for me, I enjoy giving head anyway, so it's like I'd be kind of like doing myself a disservice if I didn't give head. So yeah,
I feel like following on from last week's episode, everyone's gonna be thinking, right, but they really got all the sex.
Listen, I just want to make a disclaimer. I just want to make a disclaimer that I'm a serious person, okay? Because somebody said to me, someone said I'm not a serious person after that episode.
I'm done.
I just want to say I'm multifaceted. Do you know what I mean?
Period. I was gonna ask her, what was the feedback?
Yeah.
After
The feedback was like, one of my friends was like, oh my God, like when I first met you, I thought you was this chilled, reserved person. Nah, no, you're just mad, isn't it? Like, and I didn't even think the episode was that explicit.
I don't think it was that bad. I
Yeah.
don't think it was that bad. But obviously we tend to we don't talk about serious things.
Yeah.
But it's been a while. I don't think we've spoken about sex for like over a year.
Maybe it's been a year, yeah.
Maybe about a year.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't expected. Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
No, it wasn't. And even the clips, like, I couldn't post it on my Instagram because I've got people from work, like my old work and all of that on there. Yeah. So I was just like,
You gotta free it, babe. One thing about me, I've got all sorts. I've got
yourself.
lots of white people that I've been trying to get money out of. Yeah, they're there, but do you know, they have to accept me for me. Do you know what I mean?
honestly,
Gotta be
it's
me.
true. It's
DC
true.
style.
yeah.
But we were even saying yesterday how like I don't feel like the level of what you guys were sharing was even like proper.
Listen,
it wasn't that bad.
Triple
It
X.
wasn't that bad. It wasn't
But
that
obviously, depending on what you are on the scale of horniness, not even horniness. I don't even know.
Raunchiness.
Exploration. Obviously, it might be a bit like out of the pond for some people.
Yeah,
innit?
I
So-
think some of the things that we'll say maybe like our fantasies or the things that we like to try might be because a lot of people
Did we speak about fantasies?
you didn't. I don't.
Yeah,
think
I
no,
don't think
about
we
the
did.
things that we want to try. Did we not? Because I
don't
did
even
say,
remember,
Yeah, I
to
did
be
say there
honest.
was a few things that I wanted to try.
I feel like there was you guys like didn't want to say the fantasies. Or there was something
I don't think
around there.
I just don't think we thought about it. Talk about fantasies. Another day,
We
show.
might have to do another.
Oh, do you know what? Let's go before we get into the episode. Let's talk about fantasies. Start with Mary since you brought it up. Since you brought it up,
I'm done. We're talking about sexual fantasies,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
I need to think about
Boy, you know what? So I've never done role play ever.
Really?
Ever. Sometimes I'd be thinking I'm mad vanilla, you know, it's crazy. But yeah, I've never done role play. I would definitely do that. Or like, oh yeah, girl meets girl in the bar. I don't know you, come home with me. I would do all of that. I wouldn't do any sort of like nurse shit. That wouldn't be a bit of me. Other fantasies, me and being worshipped, even though, yeah, me being worshipped by multiple men.
Okay.
But not in a way that feels like a gangbang.
Okay.
But
they're worshipping you.
Yeah,
Literally,
like proper love.
Yeah, like hard on the worship.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, yeah, just loving me off. Like, I wouldn't mind that. I don't know, you know. I feel like I haven't even really thought about my fantasies. Like, I just generally don't feel like I'm as...
But you did say you was on the scale. You're like a 7 of.
I said I was an 8.
She was like, yeah.
Oh, girl.
You said he was an 8.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said I was an 8. There's things I try, but I guess like my brain doesn't think of the ideas to like, oh yeah, this is something I want to do.
Right.
But if it was presented to me, I'd probably be like, yeah, why not? Do you get what I mean?
I hear it. What about you?
The role play, I do like role play.
What role plays have you done?
So we have done the bar thing.
Okay.
before, and
Did that bang?
yeah.
Really?
you know, it's funny because I've heard about them. And that's so funny.
And actually, there's one when I came home. There was a role play happening there, and also one time we finished eating. And I think they're always unplanned. It's better when it's unplanned. Yeah, so you know, baby girl, she just turns it on sometimes, and I just have to
Go along with it.
and it's lit. So yeah, role play is good.
Yeah.
But outside role play, I'm gonna say, have you guys seen this guy called Emmanuel Lustin? He's a masseuse. He does massages.
Oh my god, the
Sensual
sensual massages.
Yeah.
Yes. I could get into that.
That's what you want to do.
But with a happy ending.
Yeah, but he does actually have a happy ending. He's got OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
He does have happy endings.
He does actually do.
Really?
Happy, not for all of them,
Oh.
but for some of them. So like, I don't know if you've seen one. He's giving the woman a massage in New York Times Square in front of everyone. Like,
Really?
is she
naked?
bad. She's got underwear on, but she might as well be naked. And behind her, you can see like someone who's doing their like engagement shoot behind them. Like one of them, somebody's taking the dog for. It's just mad, yeah. But I think he likes to do things in public as well, isn't it? Right. So, but yeah, check out if you haven't seen, you know who I'm talking about. Check out his Instagram. If you want to be a bit more risque, check out his Twitter. Because Twitter is where you see the X-rated version.
Genitals.
Listen,
Not the genitals.
Like on my burner Twitter, he's my favorite content. He actually is. But like, yeah, so that with a happy ending, I would like to receive and give. I just really like massages.
So you want to receive the massage as well, the sexual massage?
Yeah.
Is that a problem? No.
Oh yeah, not from him. No. From the ladies.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I hear that. I like that.
Yeah.
What you then, Nana?
I've already said on the podcast. I said,
really?
Yeah, I said, I want to try. I want someone to piss me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
In the bath.
Close your
obviously.
eye.
In the bath, because what do you do when you just be looking at each other after?
You better just throw that bed away.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's nasty. I'm not judging, but that's
true.
That's a bit much. Yeah, I don't know. I think I want somebody to watch me and somebody do it.
Okay.
I haven't done that.
So you have exhibitionist desires.
Oh, I've got that as well, actually.
Yeah, I want somebody to watch while I. Yeah. And
that's fun.
Yeah, that's about it, really.
Oh, that sounds good. I do like. I don't know, man. I saw a tweet like a few days ago of people saying like a lot of people's sexual interests or casual sex, whatever, is linked to like trauma. Like different types of traumas and stuff that people have gone through. I don't know if I agree with that or not.
I don't agree with that. Actually, one other thing I want to try is consensual non-consensual.
I was literally gonna
so
say
I don't
that,
think I don't have
so
any
that's
trauma.
what I was saying. Like I feel like I don't know if that's not linked to any trauma.
I don't think because none of my fantasies are linked to any of my traumas. It's not really the case. Nah,
it's separate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what? That doesn't mean it's not the case for some people, though.
It's true. I think it is the case
It
for
could
some
be
people.
for some people. But
Like definitely they're healing through the sexual act, I guess, dealing with whatever that they went through. So it makes sense. Man. But consensual non-consent, I definitely want to. I would get into that.
But for people who don't know what that is, do you wanna?
We said that last week, but did we
say
it
last week? I really forgot what we talked about.
We were drunk though. We talked.
You guys were drinking.
You were drinking, yeah.
You're drinking. Consensual non-consent is actually very like literal. So it's just literally there has to be an agreement and understanding before you have sex of like the boundaries, safe words, whatever. But essentially, like the act of the sex itself would like mimic or imitate like a non-consensual sexual setting, but obviously it's consented because you've discussed this and like agreed and whatever beforehand. So yeah, I'll definitely get into that. Let me not lie to you.
Yeah, we did. I remember the conversation now.
But really quickly on fantasies, I remember hearing one guy that I used to know years ago. He told me about like a role play situation that he did, and this is actually really bad, but he basically was telling me how the girl that he was with made him go on his hands and knees and pick up rice grains from the floor.
That's a lot.
With what?
With his hands.
Okay.
And I don't remember if he mentioned him being on a leash, but it said something about one sock. He was only wearing one sock and a ripped vest. So it was very much giving
slave
massa. Do you get what I mean?
And he's black.
And black. So I never found out what colour she was.
Yeah.
But I did the maths. And it was
the
making
maths
sense that she wasn't black. Do you get what I mean? Because no black person is going to...
That's mad.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But so like people's fantasies and interests really go like so many different ways.
The race play thing is just not...
I can't get into that. Personally, I can't get into that.
No.
I'm too conscious of my blackness as a black woman every day. For you to now try and use that in the bedroom, boy, that would just rattle me differently. I can't lie.
It's a no for me.
Nah, man. Nah. So, hope you got it there. Hope you enjoyed that. So, we are here to talk about dating as a visible person.
Yeah, baby.
And just being in relationships as a visible person. And be romantic as a visual person. So, actually, Mary came up with this subject, so I think it's a really good one.
Yeah.
That's why she needs to come back for her podcast. Like, since we spoke about it last time, you still haven't come back.
Are you
last time
back?
You said you were coming back.
I'm going to come back, but if I'm coming back, I just need to make sure everything's patterned. Do you get what I mean? I need the organisation.
Just do it.
Look how
unorganised we are. We just asked yesterday in the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's so true.
Just make it work.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I've been thinking about it a lot heavy, like especially the past month. I am trying to. Used to have a podcast for anyone who didn't know. It was called Mary and Friends Podcast. And yeah, I just used to bring my friends on, talking about like taboo topics, stuff like that. And I kind of started it when maybe 5 years ago, something a bit longer than that. But I just stopped like a couple of years ago and kind of just let it go. But now I'm ready to kind of get it going again. So yeah, no, definitely. You guys should even come on at some point.
I was just about to say that.
Definitely. Because I'm going to be recording at home. Yeah. So you guys can definitely pull up and we can record something.
All right, cool. We'll be doing that.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. So how dating? All right. So boy, how visible would you guys even say that you guys are, first of all? Because I feel there's levels to visibility, right?
Definitely there's levels.
So you have someone who's hyper visible. I would say someone who's hyper visible would be like the Nella Roses, the Alonis.
Yeah.
You know, and it's mad though, because when I think about visibility, I don't think about celebrities, even though I should.
Yeah.
I think about influencers.
Or public figures.
Yeah, just public figures kind of thing. But I guess there's that, but there's another level. There's Beyonce level of hyper visibility.
What do you even call that though? Celebrity.
That's
what you
celebrity.
call it.
Yeah, that's just celebrity, I guess.
Celebrity,
So like someone who's hyper visible, I would say like those kind of influencers, those kind of levels. And then after that, like someone who's a bit visible in it, like we're a bit visible in it.
Yeah, I can still go Tesco. Do you know what I mean?
Where would you go Tesco?
I can still go Tesco. You know, there's no problems there. No security. Don't have to send nobody to go get nothing from the shop for me. Do you get what I mean? But I agree. There's definitely levels of that visibility.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's interesting because when did you guys realize that you were visible?
Boy.
Like, was there a moment that you
It was
clocked?
after lockdown. Yeah, it was definitely after lockdown. Because obviously, because we were going out. So we had obviously our podcast grew like a lot during lockdown. So when when lockdown got lifted and was able to go out, was going to the parties and stuff. I think that's when we saw, because people would like, either people were looking at us and know who we were.
Oh, really?
And not say anything. Or they actually come up to us and say, oh my God, I love your podcast or whatever. So yeah, so that's when we really knew that,
And I think it's because it was people outside of our community.
Yeah, so people that you didn't actually know.
Yeah, people that we don't exactly.
Yeah.
And even outside the queer community. I think before lockdown, when we just had YouTube,
it was mainly the queer community that knew who we were.
Yeah, like I remember at Black Pride, like someone asked for a picture at Black Pride, and that's the first time.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah,
Mama, I made it.
Yeah, Lick.
Wow.
Like, people were asking for
Lick
pictures,
as well. Yeah, people ask for
lit,
pictures or
man.
something. But so there was that. That's when it was okay. But then when it's people outside of who the podcast is mainly made for, start asking, then you're like, raw. So other people are knowing who we are now, and that comes with, I don't know. It comes with certain
People are weird.
Yeah,
that's really it.
People can
and it's funny because I don't want to say like people are weird so people don't talk to us, because the thing about like the UK lot is that
people are
stush. Yeah,
people are stush. So you don't want to say people are weird and then people don't, you know, because
you're right.
because like Americans are proper like supportive and like really friendly and stuff. So we don't want to say like people are weird, but some people are weird, but it's nice to still support each other.
No, definitely.
Yeah. When I say that people, when you say people are weird, what do you mean?
I mean that I should have said some brackets people are weird in terms of the way they navigate communicating with someone that they don't know personally but they know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the over familiarity.
Yeah. So sometimes that will make someone feel uncomfortable because it's like, and it's a hard balance to find, because it's like, you know, I don't want to be rude to you, and I have no reason to be rude to you, but also your behaviour is kind of making me feel a bit uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, how do I tell you to go away without telling you to go away? So it can be hard sometimes.
How about you? Has anybody been weird with you?
Not really, nothing that I particularly remember, but there have been instances. I remember one time, I went to, and by the way, I wouldn't say that I'm as visible as you guys, but I feel like I've had to admit to myself that I'm more visible than I think I am, because when I'm going out, I have ADHD, I have really bad memory, I smoke as well, and like, I don't remember faces. People be like, oh my God, Mary, and they'll be embracing me as if I'm their brethren, and I'm thinking in my head, I don't know you. And so I feel like when that started happening, that's why I was like, okay, like, you know, my content or like what I post is kind of going out to people other than the people that I know personally. But I remember one time I went to a concert and there was some girl that followed me and she was like, oh yeah, I followed you for time, we've interacted a couple times. I was like, oh yeah, nice to meet you, what's your name, what you doing? And I was really drunk. I think she was drunk as well, and I was just like, oh yeah, whereabouts do you live, kind of thing, because we were just talking about like going home and stuff. And she told me where she lives, and I was like, oh, that's not far from me. Like, you live really close to me. And she was like, yeah, you live in area. I know you live in area. And I was thinking, how do you know that I live here? Because I don't even post where I live. I post everything except where I live. So I was just like, how did you actually figure this out? So that made me feel a bit uncomfortable, let me not lie, because I was just thinking like,
it's a bit
how do you know?
To know where you live?
But other than that, no, I haven't really had any weird ones. I think like all the people that kind of approach me are always like really endearing and like really friendly, really nice. And it just fills you up with love as well. And I don't know if it's because like of it's usually black people that approach me or whatever, but I don't really get like weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I would say the majority is just definitely good vibes. Like I don't think I've got like any weird people. Like the only thing is like, oh, if I like introduce myself, they might be like, oh, I know, and that's cute.
Right, though,
that's calm. Like there's nothing else. Like, what about you? Have you had any like weird interactions?
Have I had weird interactions? You know, I've had weird interactions. Like, do you know what? For me, I feel a lot of my weird interactions have come from people wanting to know about my relationships. Do you know what I mean? It's come from that basically. Or and actually, quite a few. Some people have come up to me and said, oh my God, how's Amy? And I'm just like, but I just remember that I've spoken about her on social media before and online. And so I think that a lot of the weird interactions do come from anon accounts in my DMs though, more than in person.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I think for the most part, people in person are friendly. They're really supportive and stuff like that. So no one's. Also, some people as well, like they'll be looking and they might smile, but they won't say anything. They might, and sometimes I'm wondering, do I know them, or do they, or do they just know me? Like sometimes you don't know. I think it was yesterday as well. Was it yesterday or maybe the day before? I don't remember.
You lot have been outside.
We've been outside this weekend. We have been outside. We went to recess. We had Nana's BFI screening, which went amazingly.
Yeah, it was really good.
We went to the bar with Mary afterwards, and then we went to Jay's Link Up. And now today we are here. We're going to Stormzy's concert. We've been outside this weekend, boy.
Sure.
But yeah, but I don't remember where it was. Somebody was just looking at me. I looked back at her, and she started smiling as well. And I kind of.
It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Like sometimes.
I smiled, but I didn't. I thought she would say something, but she didn't say anything, and I was just like, "You're right."
Were you in close proximity? Like,
yeah.
Oh, really?
I just like, "You're right," and then she was like, and then I just walked away. So I don't even know. Sometimes you don't know, and I don't want to just assume people just know me.
Yeah,
like, you know,
that's
there's that as well. So she, I don't know if she thought I was nice, and I don't know if she thought she knew me. I don't know, but she smiled, innit? So for me, I think that. People should just say something.
Yeah, I think people should say something, because it was the same when I went to recess and there was some girl, she was by herself, and then she was like looking at me, so I looked at her, and then she started smiling, so then I smiled, and I said, "You're right." She was like, "Yeah," and she's the one that was like, when I introduced myself, she's like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "Okay," and then we had a little chat, but it was nice. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like people should definitely say something, because the looking thing is a bit weird.
Yeah,
so
the looking thing, you're just like.
Yeah,
you know that meme, P. Diddy?
Yeah.
He's literally just staring like, what are we doing?
But you know what? I feel like some people are kind of scared to approach you.
Which is true.
Well,
yeah, because even me as well. Sometimes I see certain people.
I was going to ask, do you guys do the same thing?
And I don't always say hello. But then I don't stare though.
But what's your reason for not saying hello though?
It depends. Sometimes, so for example, Munya. I saw Munya in Dalston.
Oh, I would have been like,
I know. I think I shouted.
We was in the car. We was in the car.
Yeah, I shouted. And that was that. But then he was a bit startled, understandably. He's walking down Dawson in the middle of the night, and this random person is shouting Munya down the street. So like, understandably, he was like, and then I saw him at the Brits after party. Yeah. And but I don't. Do you know what it is? I think it's the environment. So I didn't say hello there, but I was right next to him. I was thinking, I want to say hello to him. But for me, it was more shyness than anything, especially in environments like that.
Party environments.
Especially like industry parties. It's difficult. Nobody wants to seem like a fan in those kind of environments. And there have been times where I've gone to people like, "Oh, I love your content. I love what you do," and they've kind of received it like, especially in those environments. Yeah, they've kind of received it like that. And I can say that for a few visible people that are on the internet and Instagram.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That came up in the lockdown and they think it's good. But anyway, I just see, and there was this girl, like I saw her at a festival. I'm not going to say which festival it is because it's going to be obvious. I saw her at a festival and I was like, "Oh yeah, I like what you do. You're so funny." Yeah, and she's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." She's like, "I swear you got a podcast." And that's what they do. They know who you are as well.
It's a script for me.
They know who you are. They're like, "Oh, so you got a podcast? Is it called
acting?"
Yeah, 2 2s. It's called 2 2s podcast. Thank you. She goes, "Oh my god, I listened to it. It's really good. It's good." I'm like, "Oh, you listen to it, but you don't know what's called." Okay, thank you. And so she did that. And then, but every time I've seen her since, I've only seen an industry party since. She's moving brand new. So now I don't say shit. I don't say nothing to her.
No.
I would say hello to all the people that she's with and not say hello to her before I say hello to her. Yeah. Like I just noticed that after I saw her after that, I was always saying hello first. And she'll be like, After, do you know what I mean? Like, babes,
I'm not coming to beg anybody.
I'm not
coming to beg anybody.
And like, I'm a friendly person, but like when I start feeling like a babe, I don't even mind being the person to initiate an interaction or conversation or start a relationship with you, because I'm generally, if you're more shy or withdrawn, like I'm gonna be the one to help you get out your shell. But like when people kind of move brand new and you can tell that they think too much of themselves, it's just frustrating to even try and interact with them, because you just end up feeling literally like a beg. Yeah. It's like, what are we doing here, bro? Yeah. Like, I definitely know that when it comes to industry people,
the UK's bad vibes, man.
Do you get what I mean? Because I'm even, when you're saying that, bro, I'm even thinking of a couple people myself, hyper-physical people that it's like, people be loving them off on the internet, you know, and then they're not even friendly.
No, they're not. They're
not even friendly.
So what would you say that like your heroes will disappoint you or something like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Remy said that because Remy said that. Yeah,
it was for the tea.
Yeah, that was for the tea. But yeah. Remy said that. It's true, because I was even saying there was another industry party I went to again. These industry parties trusted me. Yeah, it's just best to act like we have
just enjoy the open bar.
You have to say,
and just be going.
You have to enjoy the open bar. You actually have to enjoy the open bar. Tag the brand so they invite you again. And
that's it. And be going.
Because a lot of the times when you show love to other people in those spaces, they nobody just wants to come across like a beg. And so like there was one particular person, but then they also said they have social anxiety. So there's that as well. Like some people that are on social media are doing the most, YouTube, whatever, but they're actually really shy people.
Which is always interesting.
It's so interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting, complex.
I do think it's a lot though, to be like on social media and to be hyper visible. So when you go out, you're just you're on guard. Yeah. Because people know who you are. And it's a lot. And I think that some people just may not have the capacity for, the supporters, because it can be a lot sometimes. Yeah. But to me, I won't go outside. That's what
I'm saying. Yeah. That's actually what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, if it was really that pressing, I'd just continue doing my content at home and just be like letting people enjoy it online and not be faced with these people.
Yeah. Because no matter how maybe like tired I am or anxious, if somebody comes up to me, I'm always going to receive that with love. I'm always going to be good vibes. Like, I'm always going to give them a hug, ask them what their name is. Do you know what I mean?
No, definitely.
That's just, somebody appreciates your content.
I did, there was one girl I met the other day. She was lovely. She came up to me. I swear, it was, this was at an industry event as well though. And I saw her at the bar. She kind of looked at my way, but I thought, it's an industry event. I don't know what's happening. Keep it moving. And later on, she came to me and was like, oh man, I got the love of podcast. So they kind of take a picture of you. I was really shy to come up to you. We took the picture and then she posted it. And I said to her, make sure you tag me. But I said that because I wanted to keep in contact with her. But I don't want to think that it's this one, she's obsessed. Because I said that 2-3 times. I was like, make sure you tag me, But it was literally because I appreciated the love and I wanted to stay in contact. But I was thinking, she's probably thinking that I'm some crazy social media. And
then you being in that industry event as well.
And the things, I don't even post that much on Instagram anymore. Like, I don't even post like that. So, but it was, if you listen to this, it was just I wanted to keep in touch. That's all.
Shout out.
That's the only reason. But now with relationships.
Boy. So, okay, question. Out of all of you guys' relationships and stuff, how many, if any, do you feel like you've attracted through your visibility?
Do you know what? We've just become visible.
Yeah.
So I would say none.
I would
as
say,
it stands.
Do you know, I would say none. I would say that because of the visibility, old things haven't popped up to, not for Nana, but they haven't popped up to me.
I'm friends with
but they've popped up to say things about me just so that people know there's some sort of proximity between me and them. Yeah. So people that I don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with me. But somehow they found to bring up my name.
Not Pam.
Listen, like some people have even lied and said that I've dated them and I don't even know your name. And like this, that's happened. Like that one has happened once or twice that someone has lied. That is really weird. I feel like that is really
weird.
Just for someone to lie on your name,
lying on my coochie.
Yeah. You lying on my coochie, Shy.
That is crazy.
You ain't part of that chat.
Yeah, no one has done like no one's. Well, I'm friends with most of my like exes. And
I love
really,
that.
Really
yeah, we know that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're all cool. Like we're all great stuff.
I do love that for you though.
Yeah. So no, I haven't had like that issue. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, my one particular stripper bae. She actually went and she was talking to who is now my friend, talking to this person at the time, was more like a social media associates at the time, and just said all these things about me, all these lies, and but I just know that she goes around and says it to every single person she's dated. There was absolutely no reason for her to talk about me. I think the person posted a podcast or something,
really?
And they were like, "Oh, why are you posting a podcast? That's my ex."
No.
Whatever.
And so,
I don't have any exes.
Are you the first person to have an ex?
I don't have any exes, first of all.
I don't have any exes.
I don't have any exes.
Amen to that, man.
We don't have exes. So, I would say that's the only thing. But no one's approached. And the thing is, people don't really approach anyway.
Do you know what the thing about girls don't really be moving?
Yeah,
I hear that, but also you're more masc presenting, so I guess like
what the gender roles.
So what they're expecting us to be moving.
I honestly do feel like they are.
Do you expect the masc people to move to you? But
no.
I feel like you would move to them.
I would definitely move to them. But
yeah.
So I'm an anomaly sometimes in statistics. But like I feel like they definitely masculinize masc women to like a mad level where they're like, you gotta step to me, you gotta come to me. So that might also be another thing. Do you know what I mean?
That's interesting.
Do you think?
I'm done. It is interesting.
Have you guys generally been moved to? Like, do you get moved to?
people strategically position themselves.
Yeah, I don't believe in all of that. You know, I'm blind. If you're trying to strategically position yourself, it doesn't exist.
I don't meet them halfway when it comes to
no,
that.
you have to be telling me that you like me.
Yeah,
like there might be some times where I might, if they strategically, I might like entertain it.
Well, like if someone's liking 4 of your pics in a row,
I might, but not often. Definitely not often. But yeah, I don't. You have to tell me that you like me. You know what I mean? Like, or you fancy me.
I'm the same. Still, I'm the same.
Yeah,
all that strategic positioning. I don't know. Obviously, people have different confidence levels. Let me not knock anybody who decides to strategically position themselves. But the way I see it is like, if you want something, you go after it. You don't wait for it to come to you. And by you like positioning yourself, you're kind of just waiting for them to make the move, and you're not really taking the command.
Yeah, you have to take control in it.
Yeah, like that's how you get what you want out of a situation, usually, when you take control in it. So, but I've never moved to a mass babe before.
Have you not? Why?
Never.
I know that you fancied 1 or 2 mass babes, so why did you move to them?
Wait,
I know that you fancied 1 or 2, so why have you moved to them?
I don't know.
Is the gender roles? Is the gender roles?
I don't know, because you remember we were speaking about
roles?
this at Queer Black Christmas.
Yeah.
And I was saying how like I haven't really dipped into the pool of mass babes like that.
But it's the gender roles.
I don't think it's the gender roles, you know. I personally think, for me, I've internalized a lot of things, and I assume...
You did say that.
Yeah, and I assume that mass women don't like me.
So, yeah.
So that's why I don't go to them, because I'm just like, I'm not trying to get rejected.
I hear it.
But that's just me making a really
brash assumption.
That's a wild I could
assumption.
be very wrong. I could be very wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a mask babe who asked me out on a date.
Okay.
How did
So
that
boy,
go?
we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm into it. But I'm gonna go
Into it because of what's the reason why you're into it?
because I think she's just not appealing to me in the same way that she was when I first met her. Because I met her in like October.
What changed?
Yeah.
So it's been so much time.
Oh, so she wasn't
from
quick enough.
October, she wasn't. But do you know what I mean? Can I just say that some people be, one of our friends, they'll be doing pen pal for like a year.
I can't do that.
That's
man.
crazy.
My
though.
hands are hurting.
You know who you are.
Yeah, my friends keep cussing and say, I keep saying one of my friends. Yeah, one of my friends. One of my friends.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. You've been doing pen pal for months.
You can't be doing pen pal. You need to move quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
And then when the person's dating somebody else, they're getting upset. Babes, you're doing pen pal.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm very like, if I like you and I've been talking to you 2 weeks max.
Yeah.
Then let's
I like
arrange.
to do date night straight away.
Yeah, let's arrange when we're gonna link. Like, we need to see each other, see if it's gonna go together. Cause
but then once you go on a date, you might change your mind.
You know what? It's been very rare that I change my mind once I've gone on a date, except once.
Change your mind about
the person.
Okay.
Usually it makes me actually like them more, but like there was one instance where it's like we were talking for time and she was bare, like, I don't know, the whole experience was just interesting, but like seeing her just didn't
change.
Didn't give.
No.
It was a really nice date. We had a really lovely time, but yeah, it just wasn't giving, man.
Okay.
Sometimes you just be changing your mind.
Have you ever like been public with babes on social media?
With my ex, I was public with her, but like I wasn't as visible then as I am now.
I don't think I knew you.
Yeah,
Did I knew them times?
This was like 017.
Oh, I don't think.
Yeah, this was a while ago, 017, 018. So we didn't really. I posted her. We were probably together for like a month, and I was already posting her on everything.
True lesbian fashion.
I didn't even care. Fam.
Listen, I don't know if it's a Libra thing because I be posting.
Fam, I
posted quite a few babes. I posted quite a few babes.
I've posted maybe 2.
You know, I was bringing her around all my mates, like, soon as, like, literally, where am I going? You're coming with me. House party, you're staying. This, that. Meet them, meet that person, meet that person.
Gay.
It's so gay, literally.
Yeah.
But I'm very open. I just don't post who I'm shagging. If I was dating somebody, like, if I was right now dating someone, which I'm not really, I would probably post their face.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Have I posted anyone that I've been shagging?
I wouldn't post anyone I'm shagging unless they're my friend as well, and they so happen to also
to be a shag partner.
Yeah. I hear it.
But other than that, no.
Rosie was saying the other day, she was like, you know, when you have a visible relationship and then you break up, and then she's like, celebrities do it all the time where they be posting, so they'll get in a relationship, break up, then get another one, and they be posting. So she's like, why can't we post?
Yeah, I don't get it, because obviously some people are like, oh, like hide the partner. You know, now that we've posted this, oh, I don't want to make it obvious that, you know, all of this
we've
stuff.
broken up and
but it's like, realistically, I think we all need to give ourselves grace. It's like relationships don't work out sometimes, and it's like people will judge, but it's like, who are you to judge? Do you know what I mean? It's like you might be the next person. So I just think it shows authenticity and truth to self, like to be able to post someone, break up, and then post the next person.
Yeah, I mean, it's life. It's very much a normal part of life. And I just feel like, even me, like, if you really, really, really go to my Twitter media, you're going to see my old babes pictures are still there. I didn't delete them.
You wouldn't know.
But you have to delete them. Maybe like one who I really hated, maybe it's not there anymore. But other than that, like, yeah, like, from 2015, they're still there. They're still in my media. And it's crazy because somebody actually did go through my media like 2 weeks ago and liked it. But I was thinking,
you're joking.
Bro, like, you go through years of media. You need to remember there's memes and stuff in there as well. Like, it's not just scrolling. But like, the whole being public about the relationship thing, I mean, I'm on the fence now.
You know what? I just think it's like, it's hard. I think it depends. For me, my next relationship, whenever that ends up happening, I feel like I will post, but I'm not going to be transparent about my relationship. There needs to be a bit of translucency. So like, okay, you know I'm with this person, but that's it.
Do you know what? Because people be doing couple goals, like, oh my God, your couple goals, and then putting bare expectations on you, and then when you break up, it's like, oh my God, you know, like, and then they're sad. Why are you sad?
Why sad?
Do you know what the thing about that? Yeah, is everybody acts like, oh, this is my relationship. I don't care what people online say, but it actually does manifest in your relationship.
It does affect you.
It actually does affect you. Like, it even affects how you maneuver mentally sometimes. Like, when you have issues and it's like, okay, are we at the end of the road? You actually consider other people, like what people are going to say. And it's, I never ever thought that even I would consider something like that. But I have considered that with me and Twiggy. I've considered like if we're going through something, like we're going through something at the moment right now, and consideration has been how are people going to perceive this, and it's crazy because obviously we both remove each other's pictures of social media and whatever, and then today somebody screenshots say, oh, but you're not following each other. Why are you looking?
What the hell?
Why are you looking? And
moving like this is
and it's mad.
We
speak every day, but we're just not on each other's social media. Do you know what I mean?
And it's probably for the best, bruv. And that's actually another thing, lightly touching on that. I definitely don't believe in following each other on social media if you're dating or if you're together. Even if it doesn't even mean that I'm hiding something. But it's just like, naturally, you shouldn't be exposed to someone's thoughts like that on a general basis. So like, being my partner, which we're close in proximity anyway, I don't want you to second guess anything that I'm physically telling you by what I'm posting or tweeting or whatever. So sometimes it can be a bit sticky, and I just feel like, so when I date people, when I'm getting to know people, I don't follow them on socials unless there have been instances where it's like, and this is why I wanted to talk about the visible thing, like I've approached women and they'll be like, oh yeah, I follow you actually, or I've seen you, and it's so hard because it's just like, okay, cool, you followed me, you can say that you followed me for X amount of time, whatever, but then you already have an idea of the person that I am. And we spoke about this yesterday, like, I'm not very different online as I am in person, but what I'm going to offer you is going to be different in person. So you haven't said...
It's energies, an exchange of energies that you do have in person that you're not going to have on social media.
Exactly. So it's like, you can't expect that. So I feel like sometimes, from my experience anyway, like I've dated women who have followed me prior to me approaching them, and they kind of just put me in a box and they just preconceive things, or they be preying hard.
These are people that will go through your media, go through your likes,
bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
people be doing
go through all of that.
And they use a non-page to ask you questions.
No, listen, there was one babe, and I think I told you guys lightly yesterday, but like there was one babe that I was talking to, and I think we followed each other, and she was saying how she knew who I was because I used to have someone that I really closely associated with, and she said that we were always on each other's stories, we were always around each other, whatever. So she was like, oh yeah, I know who you are, kind of thing. But then when we started talking, it just got weird because I remember one time we went to the cinema and she wanted to show me something on Twitter. She wanted to show me something funny. She opened the app and the first thing that came up was my profile.
Yep.
Like literally she opened the app and the app was on my timeline.
It's embarrassing.
So I was like, bro, I'm literally sat right next to you. Like, what the hell? And yeah, just stuff like that. And like, I remember one time I tweeted saying women are mad, or I attract mad women. Then I link her maybe a day or two later. She's like, you know that tweet you tweeted? Was that about me? And I was just like, so a person can't tweet anymore. A person can't even tweet.
Do you know what? Yeah, when it comes to like dating somebody who you already follow on social media, or somebody that this person like dating you, I feel like you kind of need to remove all of that. Like dating somebody who's so visible. Like when I was I dated someone who was visible before, and I never asked them about their YouTube channel. I never asked them about their social media career. I never asked them about anything up until maybe like the third date.
Okay.
So in the beginning, I just wanted to know who they are. I didn't want to know about the brand,
Yeah.
and I didn't want the conversation to become about the branding or whatever in their socials. I just wanted to know who they were and piece things together myself. And then it was, even when it did come up, it was because she brought it up. She was like, what? She's like, people usually ask me about you, my YouTube videos and she's like, why haven't you asked me? This is me, because if I want to know about YouTube videos, watch a YouTube video.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's also work. Why do we want to talk about work like that? Like,
Yeah.
we're getting
It's
to
also
know
work.
each other. Like, we're getting to know each other. We want to find out things about each other. If we click, like, if the banter is good, if the chemistry is good. Why are we talking about work?
There's so much more to me than my online.
Yeah, that presence,
Career,
like,
yeah.
or career. Like, nah, I don't like that.
No.
No, I'm not a fan at all.
They'll be doing, you said this on your YouTube channel. Did you mean?
Yeah, like all of that. Like you're trying to decipher. Like it's not even for you to decipher in that sort of way. Do you know what I mean? My relationship with you is different to my relationship with the people that I'm posting for. So it's like, don't assume, don't read between the lines, don't do any of that. Like if you have any questions, just ask me.
That even goes for like even other people who are watching you as well on socials. Like people might come up to you and greet you as, oh, you're so and so's girlfriend. So they'll go, oh, you're right, so and so's girlfriend. I have a name.
Yeah, I would hate that.
I have a name.
I would hate that. So
Do you know what I
much.
mean?
So jokes for me. It's just like when I go out. Oh, are we Siamese twins? It's like,
I'm done.
girl.
It's
like
annoying.
every time I go out, they will ask me where the gal is.
Yeah,
babes.
like we do have lives.
Yeah,
separate from
we
each
do
other,
have
you know?
we do have separate lives.
But you know, having said all of that, as queer people who are dating, it is also good to show people that representation as well.
Yeah.
On the flip side, it is also good to inspire other people, to show them what black queer love could look like. But just, it's not goals though. It's not
Yeah,
goals.
but
Like
it's
nobody's
goals.
is goals. You
It's,
know what I mean?
You're nobody's goals, and the thing is, like, you pick what you want to show people. Like, you don't people think that they
People
may know
forget,
everything.
bro.
Yeah, they may think that they know everything as well. You don't know everything.
You don't know
You
shit.
know what I show you. Do you know what I
Diddly
mean?
squat.
Yeah, like.
And in the great grand scheme of things, when you think about how much you post and the kind of things that you're putting out, how much of that really embodies your life,
Yeah.
what you've been through, your moods, your
Yeah.
interpersonal relationships, like you have no clue. Do you get
a
what I mean?
snippet.
such
It's
a
a
small
small-
amount. It's
It's
literally
Yeah.
like 2%.
Yeah.
Literally 2%.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's
But I
true.
just guess like when you are someone, especially because you guys talk, it's like when you're talking, people think that they're getting so much from your
it's
words.
true.
So it's like they think, oh yeah, you're sharing. You know, you're doing this podcast for an hour, 2 hours every week. Like I know everything about the way their minds work, and I guess like,
Oh, people think they know everything.
bro, they really
People
think
they be
know
knowing.
you.
Do you know what? To be fair though, I think we are quite
We are
open on
Yeah,
the podcast.
we are
So
open.
I
You
guess
guys
people
are
could
open.
say that you do know us, to be fair, if we listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
But there's still so many layers that we don't bring on here.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You just know a certain version, a certain part of. And the same thing is that all of us do on social media. We post snippets of what we want people to see.
Yeah.
And it's usually good things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's never the days where we're depressed and we can't,
can't
get out of bed. Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
Like
that was
it's-
me all week, bro.
Exactly. Like it's never those days.
On the flip side, what's it like dating somebody who is visible?
For me, I think
Like,
it's.
I've dated anyone visible, you know.
Do you know what? For me, it is hard. I definitely feel like me dating somebody visible made me more visible. Definitely, because I wasn't really visible before that. So yeah, dating somebody who's visible is definitely made me visible. But then there's also like expectations, and also being a queer couple. I think a black queer couple. There's lots of like expectations on that. There's lots of people who think it's couple goals and stuff like that. There's lots of people who think they know your relationship, and then when things are happening, is like, you know, people are definitely talking about it. Do you know what I mean? Like in the group chat, the group chat's been group chatting. Do you know what I mean? The group chat's been group chatting, and like when you're going through stuff, you know, you kind of just want that privacy to be able to figure things out and not have to think about what this man is saying or what this girl is saying. And yeah, it could be a bit annoying. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's quite hard. Yeah.
Yeah, dating somebody who is visible is. Do you know what? I went to lots of fun events. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They took me to quite a few fun events, and I learned a lot about what is now on my social media career as well, because I didn't have a social media career then, and I learned so much, and I'm grateful for that. And seeing her talk to me about her mistakes and stuff like that, but the thing that was weird for me is I'm walking out Oxford Circus, and people say, "Oh my God, I saw you in so and so's YouTube." Oh my God. But when someone's really visible like that, it carries on for way. We only date for like 3 months. Yeah, but it carries on for way longer than the time. So like I said in the podcast before that.
Wait, you were only together for 3 months?
Yeah, I was only together for 3 months. Yeah, another visible person. Yeah.
It
was only 3 months, but everything dragged out for so
long. Longer than 3 months.
You would think like we were together for a year or something.
It dragged on for like a year.
Yeah, like everything was dragged on, but we only dated for 3 months, and if even that,
it was literally because of how visible she was.
But that got to show, and I think that's a reflection of internet reach. Like I don't think you realize when you just type one thing on the internet, it reached so far away. Whether no one's even engaged with it, it has reached.
People have seen it.
Do you know what I mean? It's like people see shit.
It's true.
Yeah. So like even this situation, we thought it was what it was for us, but it's reached. And this one was, but I can go out somewhere and somebody knew about it, and they would tell this other person that didn't know about it, "Oh, you know that girl," like, and it just continues. It just continues and continues
and on. Yeah, like it's mad. Like people, because there was a time where I tweeted my anniversary. Like it was my anniversary, so I tweeted a pic of me and Martha, and then somebody was supposed to send the tweet to somebody else,
and they sent it to you,
to me, and they were like, "Oh, they're finally posted now."
They replied to it instead.
Oh, they replied to you.
Yeah, they replied to me, and then. Oh my God. Because I remember I screenshot and put in the group chat.
Yeah.
They replied to me that, they've finally been open about their relationship. Yeah. And then by the time I got it quick. Yeah, like they deleted it. I got it quick. And they said, like they finally, and that person, I think they even blocked me. I think they were so embarrassed.
Really?
That they blocked me.
I would be embarrassed.
Because we spoke about it. I think they listened to the podcast, innit? So, and we've spoken about it before. So I think they know that we know. But I couldn't tell you who it is. I couldn't, like, if I saw their face, I wouldn't remember who it is. But yeah, people would, even if someone's even done it to me before with, they sent one of my friends' Instagram pages to me and then said, put LOL, but like, so I put back LOL, question mark. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think they tried to slide it out. They're gonna know now that this didn't work.
No, that is so funny.
And the thing is, the person since then, the person's cool with it. They're a nice person, did it? We still, they're cool. They're gonna be like, shit, because I didn't let them know that I know.
That is so funny.
That is jokes.
They got away with it.
Yeah. So when you said LOL, what did they say?
They replied back and said, I forgot what they said, and I said, I just spun it myself. I spun it because I don't want to make it awkward. So I said, if you want to move to her, you should move to her. That's what I said. Okay. And they were like, oh no, I'm shy. You don't want to move to her. I know you don't want to move to her.
I'm done.
I know you don't want to move to her.
That is so funny.
But yeah, it's bad.
But don't get me wrong, like we all talk about things and we all do
it.
Yeah, a bit of gossip.
So do I, girl.
So do I. A bit of tea, do you know what I mean?
I love a gist.
But you lot got to be, I've never made that mistake before.
You need tact with it.
Come on,
you need tact with it. You know what? I have been close to it. You know, sometimes when you're sending it, you just have to double check who you're sending it to before you click that.
Especially that Instagram boy.
Bro, it's Instagram. It's actually Instagram.
It's the Instagram. But there's so many times I've meant to put something on my close friends or something,
and I'll send it to someone.
I did. I did it to my baby daddy. Like we met up for Amaranth's football match, whatever, and I think I was meant to be messaging you. I was throwing shade about him. Like he had a Union Jack face mask on, yeah. So I was throwing shade that he's even wearing Union Jack face mask. Like, what is this?
Wait, Union?
Yeah. And then I sent it to him back. And it was iMessage. There was no deleting. It was iMessage.
Oh shit!
I was meant to send it to Twiggy. No, I was meant to send it to Twiggy because it was iMessage. And then he was like, oh, so you got to invite me to your friends there. I went in McDonald's sitting up and said, this is me.
Like even, that's the best situation because you can shade him in front of his face.
Yeah. I was like, but why are you wearing that? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, that is you have to have tact with that, man. Come on, like, don't get caught. Don't get caught.
Don't get
spilling
caught,
tea
man.
like that.
Please.
No.
Okay, bro.
Would you ever date somebody who's hypervisible?
No, honestly, I wouldn't. I feel like I would like to be the visible one out of the both of us, and it just be one of us. You know, some people are like, "Oh, I need a babes who's got 10 followers."
Yeah,
doesn't follow nobody.
But I
used to clown them, but I understand. You know what? I actually understand because it's like either you find out that people, you know what? It doesn't even matter about people's histories and people sleeping with other people, but it's mainly like people's entitlement to your life as a visible person. Getting it like on 2 different levels on both sides, it's just like a lot. So for me, it's just like I'd want to kind of avoid that and steer away from that if I could. I don't feel like I've dated anyone hypervisible like that. Like, I've slept with a couple hypervisible people, but in terms of dating, no. I wouldn't be against it though, but it's not. I don't feel like it's something that I would want to intentionally get into. Do you know what I mean?
But do you know, I feel like there is also this thing with. It depends if it's going to be a queer relationship or they're all going to be queer because you're queer. But it depends if you're a man or woman or whatever. But like, I think even that as well, you kind of have to be careful with some people. The queer thing is you can monetize it quite easily because there's not that many black queer people doing it. So it's quite easy to monetize if you do it correctly. And these people are hypervisible. They know how to monetize. They're good at what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? So you need to be careful that someone's not using you to monetize from you as well.
That's scary,
you have to be careful about that. Like, and vice versa as well. Like, people might feel like, because I know when I dated a hypervisible person, I'd heard influencer friends thought that I was using her. So
really?
like, some of them thought I was using her. So they would make comments like, oh, like, was this girl? Why is she starting a YouTube channel now? But the thing is, even that's another reason why I spoke to her about YouTube, because we already were gonna start YouTube.
Yeah,
we already
didn't want to think.
Yeah, so I didn't want to think that, and so there's just so many things you need to unpack. But at the end, it's just people. At the end of the day, though, like it's just people. Like, it comes with extra stuff as well.
Yeah,
and also I would say with me and Twiggy's visibility, I think that we both became visible around the same.
I feel like your visibility is combined.
It's combined. Came and like, she's doing her British Vogue thing. I'm doing this thing. And so I think it both came around the same. So we've gone on the journey together, which has been nice, which has been good. But now that we're having issues, it's people are DMing, what's going on here? Are you guys still together? Are you doing this?
Just be minding your business, please.
There's plenty, and but it's not even from anyone that I even know. That's the thing.
It's people that you don't know.
That's I think even worse.
There are some people who are. This is another thing as well. If you're really genuinely concerned about somebody, and they feel like telling you what's going on, don't dislike the thing. Somebody, but the thing is, this person I actually know them. So I did tell them. They were like, "Oh, what's going on? I've noticed it." So I told them what's going on. And they just liked the message.
You're joking.
So they didn't even offer anything. Say, I hope you get back together. I hope you figure it out.
So that's how you know they just asked to know.
They just asked to know. And this reminds me, when I leave, I'm going to send her a message. This reminds me, this is actually message her. But yeah, like things like that, like just check in with why you're doing it. If you're being nosy, they're already going through something. They're already trying to figure things out. You don't know what's going on.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, when there's a finale, then they'll come out and tell you if they want to tell you. Do you know what I mean? Or when they've healed or whatever. But I would say, for me, like, the journey's still going on. The journey's still there. But like, visible, we've had good. There's been good points, low points, and also Twiggy's not somebody who likes social media. She actually hates social media. I have to remind her to sometimes, and so for someone like that, even Nana as well, someone who doesn't like social media, it's difficult. Like, you just want to run away from it. It makes you want to run away from it when people are so entitled with who you are and your energy and even your content. Like, sometimes if we don't put our content because we're tired,
where's the podcast?
Exactly.
It's been 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Yeah, I think I probably wouldn't date somebody that hypervisible. Like, I probably wouldn't. Because I don't like social media. Like, I literally like YouTube. I like Twitter. I like to tweet whatever and go. Do you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure I've never seen you actually post an Instagram picture like live. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen an Instagram picture of yours come up on my feed.
No. I barely post. I barely like post my face on my stories or do videos or whatever. I don't like Instagram. I really don't. Like,
Do you know the thing about dating half is once you date one, it's difficult to even date another because they're all friends.
They're all connected.
They're all connected.
They're all connected. Like there's even that as well. So like even if I want to date other people, who can I date?
I'm done. You're gonna have to go into a different
All
side
the
of the
pretty guys
industry,
don't know each
man.
other. All the influencer babes do.
They actually do.
They do know each other,
and they'll start making noise. Oh, you know, she was with.
Yeah.
It's peak, you know. It's peak. It's actually
it's
peak.
proper peak. Yeah, I
And
don't.
even the girls who are not the influencer babes, but they still. I guess if you have a certain type, a lot of the birds they all flock together these days.
do.
What do you mean? In what sense?
They're all just they might not even be close friends, but you will still see them out together. Do you know what I mean?
Commenting on each other's pictures.
Yeah. So it's like you click on one girl's picture and then you see a comment from another girl. He's like, oh, they know each other.
There's been a few times, when I've been like, oh, this girl's nice, isn't it? Now, look, Chige has liked it. And I told her, see, why just like one's pictures? And she's like, so I'm just showing the girls love. This is okay.
You don't love to show people love.
Yeah,
too much.
girls really love showing girls love. Boy. I don't know about that one, boy, but me, Sha, if I'm liking your picture, it's because I fancy you.
Well, yeah.
I just want that to be known publicly because
sometimes they don't know. It's hard, especially
don't.
if it's another femme.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like I'm quite intent. I'm quite clear when I'm into you.
Do you do the liking thing, or do you actually slide in?
No,
DM?
man, I don't do that because a lot of time they're not going to see it, or they might not decipher it in the way that, and it slows things down as well. Like I'm not trying to wait for a month for us to get conversation rolling. So I'm someone who's actually quite like, I'll just slide in your DMs.
Right.
Maybe not even with a point to come in with. You know, like some people might come in off the back of a picture, or off the back of a tweet. No, sometimes I'll just come in like, hi, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I hear that.
But yeah, I think in terms of hypervisible people, I don't think that's for me still.
Nah. What about
There's one of your
announcing
friends
breakups?
though
Friend?
that I would.
Were they there yesterday?
Whom?
No, they weren't actually.
They weren't there.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
I know who it is. I know who it is. I know who it is.
I didn't know act like we
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I forgot for a split second. I forgot for a
know
split
who it
second.
is.
How can I forget?
Wait, that is so funny.
We might be wrong though. Are they?
No.
No, let's.
Are they tall? Yeah,
so.
they're tall. Yeah.
Yeah, but hold on. The way that wasn't very confident.
Because I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was. But then, it's,
I don't actually want to give it away. That's why.
Well, we already know.
do this one. Just that way.
We already know who
Nah,
he
you
is.
guys probably do know who. It is.
Yeah.
But that's the only probably hypervisible person that I would actually.
Oh, so
Oh yeah, we do know that.
that I would actually date. But other than that, I wouldn't go there with hypervisible people. I don't think.
Why that one or not? Others. What's the difference?
Is this?
That's what I was thinking. Nah, I mean that's what I was thinking as well.
joking.
That's what I was thinking.
Why that person? Because I don't know. I just feel like they, as much as they're hypervisible, they're not. They don't. I don't feel like they carry the attitudes of like most hypervisible
They
people.
don't. They don't at all. Yeah.
So it's like it would just be like dating someone who's not visible. Do you get what I mean?
I don't think they even know that they're visible.
They
Probably
don't
not,
have
to
a
be
They're
honest.
just into what they do.
Yeah.
They don't even know. Like sometimes you have to remind her, like, and she'll be like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, like it's mad. It's man, they're so humble and just down to earth.
Yeah.
And like nothing that they achieve is ever going to change them. Like,
No, I love
just
that.
from being a good person.
And that's the thing. It's very hard to come across those kind of people because some people who aren't visible are waiting for the come up so they can be a prick. And then the people who are visible, a lot of them are pricks.
But I feel like they're pricks when they're not visible. Do you know what I mean? They're always been pricks.
It's in their nature.
Yeah, it's in their nature.
So just waiting to kind of do it on a mass scale.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When they have things to kind of throw in your face, like, yeah, I got this, I got this, I got this. Yeah, I'm this person. Yeah.
I was going to say, what do you guys think about people who like, or would you guys announce breakups? How do you do?
I don't
I
think
wouldn't do it
it's
like a
someone's
YouTube video, but I would. Do you say soft launch?
Yeah,
Is that what you just said?
She says soft,
Yeah, soft
launch.
launch.
Yeah,
What-
I was
what,
soft
what do you
People
consider?
soft launch their breakups.
What do you consider soft launch?
I would start tweeting about coochie, bro. I'm like, listen, I'm trying to bust it open. Bro, that's a soft launch. I'll be like, yo, where's a bad bitch? Actually, that's a bit petty though, isn't it?
You know, that's a bit of a hard launch. I wouldn't say that's a soft launch.
I mean, our last episode was a bit of a hard launch.
Our last episode was a hard launch.
It was a hard launch. Yeah. It was a hard launch.
It was a
I
hard.
must say.
Yeah, it was
Our
a
last
hard
episode was a
launch.
hard launch.
I didn't because obviously we were really drunk.
Yeah.
So it's only when it got like uploaded and then I listened back to it and I was like, oh my God.
I didn't listen back. I just knew.
Hard launch, my sister.
It was hard, especially the questions that Rosie was asking at the end, like, oh, so how would you like someone to move to you? I was thinking, in my head, I was like,
you know what?
Rosie was trying to do a Gumtree.
She's so annoying.
I thought they were going to edit that out. I thought,
really? So you explicitly said, and I'll keep everything in. Don't edit anything out.
Yeah, you like, by the way.
But you know what? Yeah, having said that, someone else soft launched up there. And they were like, watching so-and-so as a 30-year-old single woman.
Yeah.
I said, they're going to listen to this. You were in the soft launch.
Yeah.
That was a soft launch.
That was a soft launch. That was cute.
It was a cute soft launch.
Yeah.
That is a cute soft launch, though.
Even what we're doing right now was hard launch.
Yeah, hardest launch. Hardest. Literally hard launch. But I feel like sometimes soft launches, it eases people in, and it means that people might not be in your business because like they're guessing, speculating, but then don't actually have evidence. Do you get what I mean? But I would just rather do the hard launch, get it over and done with.
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel
DMs.
like this is the thing. The thing is, I feel like when it comes to the reason why we're living our lives, innit? Why should you pretend you're in something when you're not in something?
Yeah.
And also, for me, I just want people to know. I just want to know if people think I'm butters or they don't move to me because I'm in a relationship. Which one is it? Do you not move to me because I'm butters or do you not move to me because I'm in a relationship? I just need to know which one.
One is you're in a relationship. Two, and it's because femmes don't move to people.
Yeah, man.
They don't.
Yeah, but I just feel like even though I've been in a relationship, they don't.
Really?
They actually don't. Even though I've been
surprise.
in a relationship, yeah, I still feel like someone could have been cheeky and still moved to me.
No, hold on. You're acting like people aren't cheeky. We've been out, yeah. Where people have said, you're nice, or you're nice, or yeah, I know you with Martha, but you will get it. Like people, it's happened. It's not like it hasn't happened. Do you know what I mean? People, I was definitely be doing that. I guess maybe they're not doing enough. But
boy, I don't think they're doing it enough.
Yeah,
boy,
they're probably not doing enough.
Okay, so so that's dating. How visible dating.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So Mother's Day, let's get into it. Mother's Day, we partner up with Exist Loudly to do a project.
A project, yeah, to celebrate queer Black mothers, because as we all know, we just don't see the representation enough, which is really sad. But queer Black mothers do exist, and I think, like, especially for me, like, obviously growing up and being queer, or whatever, not being able to see that, you think, oh, is this possible? Can I actually do this? Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's just amazing. I feel like for people to be able to see that. So we did this project in like a week. Like,
yeah, what set it off? Like, what was the idea?
It was just
So
from a tweet.
basically, I tweeted, that the brand shouldn't forget about masculine presenting mums this Mother's Day for their campaigns and their projects, whatever. And then Tanya like sent me my tweet and was like, oh my God, I was thinking about this last night, that I wanted to do something with Black queer mums. And she was like, it would be great if we could partner and do it, kind of thing. She's like, yeah, I can make it happen, basically. We can do it together. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And if it's mad, because I've been telling Nana since last year, I wanted to do something. I wanted it to be for Black masculine presenting mums. That's what I wanted it to be with. But I do think that the way, even though we included other types of Black queer mums, it was good to see that we had different age. We had someone who was disabled. We had someone who was dark skinned. And the thing is, it wasn't even, I don't even think it was even intentional.
No, it just sort of happened that way, where we just had a lot of different people, so we like were able to represent like across the spectrum, which was amazing.
Yeah, which was So in the end, actually, in hindsight, it was probably it was good to do it that way, because we still had a mass presenting, representation in there as well, and everyone came with their kids. I thought that it's crazy because there's one of the ladies on there called Kelly, so she's 44 and her daughter's 25. So they did together.
So they looked quite alike as well.
Yeah. And it's bad because my friend came on set. My friend thought they were together, but she just looks amazing. Yeah,
the mum looks great.
The mum looks good.
Yeah, but the mum is queer as well. So the mum is married to a woman, a masculine presenting lady. But the thing is, their age gap is like mine and Ami's age gap. So I was like, right, that's gonna be us, in the thing. You know what I mean, looking fresh and cute and thing. But I think, that's gonna be good. But it was, and then Tanya caught COVID, so couldn't come on set.
Yeah,
bless her. I hope she's okay now, boy.
Yeah. She's resting.
But yeah, it was beautiful. It was such a wholesome day. Like the kids, I was a child whisperer.
Oh
for the day.
yeah, the kids.
Child whisperer.
I was a child whisperer. The kids were loving me, boy.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Funny.
It was amazing. Like working with kids as well. Like I didn't think.
must
Do
be
you
a
know what? I didn't think about it before it happened because everything was so quick. It's when I got the set and there was kids running around and all this. Like, yes,
it's not like working with adults.
Yeah, it's not like working with adults.
Yeah.
Like there was this, especially like this little boy Iman, and he has so much energy. I think it's 18 months. He has so much energy, and it's like having to keep him entertained and stuff. Like, it was a lovely day, man.
Yeah, even we did voiceovers as well. So I had to take the children out for walks
because obviously they wouldn't be quiet. So we needed the room to be quiet.
And Marie was like, wait, it needs to be quiet because he's 4. We're like, you need to be quiet because we're doing voiceover. He was like, okay. And he started eating rice cakes. And he's like,
there was another boy, I think Raheem, I think he's 6 years old. As soon as we started the voiceovers, he coughed. He was like, right on time. But like it was amazing, and obviously it came out today. So the first video came out today, and it just looks beautiful.
The video looks really, really good. I must say,
it looks beautiful.
Really beautiful.
This comes out on Wednesday, so there's gonna be more videos.
There'll be enough content by Wednesday.
By Wednesday, there'll be more content.
More content that comes out over the week.
But the first video that they dropped today on Mother's Day has been it was really nice video, really sweet. It's kind of inspiring as well, like for other people, like because. Obviously, like you said, it's like some queer people don't even see themselves being in these kind of situations. So it's nice to see it actualized and right in front of you. Like, it's very possible. It's even funny, when I was walking to BFI yesterday, I saw a queer couple. They were probably 50, 60-ish. And it was like 2 women, 1 black, 1 white. And they were holding hands. And I was just like... That's so cute.
I think I saw them too.
Really?
I feel quite... Do you know what? I did see quite a few older queer couples there. And I just thought... It was just nice to see how many queer people in general like that was there. And I was just like, oh, okay, I like this. I like this. But it's been amazing. And hopefully we show bigger brands like how beautiful it is. Do you know what I mean? And also, you want to talk about BFI?
Oh yes, so we had our premiere screening of Losing Joy yesterday at BFI Flair Film Festival, and oh my god, that experience was just amazing because I've watched that film so many. I can't tell you how many times I've watched that film, and I got sick of it. I was like, I have to watch the film again. But just seeing it in the cinema, surrounded by people, friends, like. It was amazing. And obviously I was really, really nervous because there was about 8 films that were screened and my one was second to last. So I was nervous, and obviously the anticipation had been building. But like I watched it and I felt really proud. I was like, wow, we really did this. And it's so beautiful. Like, I'm not just saying that because I made it, but I actually think it's beautiful.
No, it was a good film. Yeah. For someone who didn't make it.
It was good. Like I think that Juliana will do great as the director.
She's
I think
Michelle is an amazing actor.
The actors were amazing.
Even
I got to go on set,
Did you? I'm sorry.
On the last day, and I saw a little bit, but it was I don't want to give away anything, but I didn't get to see what they were actually doing. But I was on set to do the lights. It was very professional.
Even the way it came out. You know what? That whole festival, obviously, it was films and stuff. But in my head, I was thinking, obviously, these filmmakers, producers, directors are all like somewhat amateur. So I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm kind of annoyed at myself for not expecting a high standard. So when that first film came on, the Glasgow one, I was like, rah, this is how they're filming it. And I just found it so interesting that you guys literally got a whole team. You got proper cameras. We're not talking these DSLRs, you know?
It's not a vlogging camera,
Proper cameras to make it look like an actual film. And it was just such good quality. Like even the standard of filming. The set, it was just really good.
It was good, and I was seeing the rolling credits of the other films and how they were sponsored by certain companies or
because a lot of people were in partnership
or funded by these huge And I was just like, wow, we really did this with community funding. And I was just, I'm really proud.
It's mad though. These 2 projects are both community funded, and it shows that the people that have the money don't necessarily want to give it to people who look like us, who represent like us and present like us. And it's mad. There's so much value and beauty and joy in queer stories, and they're missing out.
Do you know what? As much as I love the gangbanging, TV shows, we need more. Different sorts of stories.
We definitely do.
I love Top Boy, but I want to see different
stories. It's not Yeah, no, I agree completely. And I feel like what you guys produced, all the black films that were produced on that, well, most of the black films that were produced on that roster, I feel like all should have been commissioned for something larger, something feature length, I don't know, series, whatever it is. Do you get what I mean?
See what the community to consume and come together.
Yes, please. That's what we're going to make it happen. We're still going to make it happen. Regardless. We're still going to make it happen.
But we have to wrap up now.
Yeah.
So, Mary, what's happening? What's next?
Oh my God, what is next? That is a great question. So basically, my business, The Sea House, turns 2 very soon.
Already, probably.
And right? Yeah. Disgusting. But yeah, so we're gonna definitely do like a launch, not a launch. I wanted to do a launch party, but obviously I started the business during the pandemic, so couldn't do anything. So I want to do like a second birthday / soft launch kind of smell test kind of party event, which will definitely be happening in the summer. Mary and Friends podcast will be returning.
We love to see it.
Under duress.
And we'll be the last time, so if not, we'll be the first guests on the podcast.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going to do that. We're going to get the ball rolling with that as well. Other than that, I'm just out here, man. Catch me in these streets, you know. Catch me in these streets shaking cheeks.
Yeah. If you masculine presenting, move to her.
Yeah, she's single.
I'm single.
She's single.
I'm single than... Boy, but yeah, single than single.
Thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, thank you guys,
especially at such short notice as well.
It's all right, man. I was definitely down to come on.
That's good, man. That's
love
cool.
Talking to y'all.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you use the hashtag 22s podcast on Twitter. Please use the hashtag 22s podcast.
It's not twos.
Yeah. Or some people say that, innit? Make sure you rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you rate us on Spotify. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube. Make sure you do that. And we're going to keep the Spotify visuals. We've heard your feedback. Yeah, we're going to keep it. Yeah. Thank you. We're going to keep the Spotify visual. And thanks for listening. Until next week.
Peace.